In this video, we are going to learn how to inspect data validity issues and some of the methods that we can use to fix those validity issues. So when we talk about data validity issues, this is where we ask ourselves, does this data make sense in real life? For instance, when you come to a column such as gender, there are expected values here. So when you click the filter drop down, you can see we have a female, male, and we could have maybe another values such as others, but assuming we had numbers such as 1, 2, 3, or we had a product name in the gender column, then that would be an invalid value. Same case maybe when you come to product category and there are expected product categories such as clothing, electronics, food, stationery. If we had another unexpected product category, then that would be grouped as an invalid value. Same case with like a column such as region. Maybe there are regions that are expected, but maybe we have a region such as mass, then that would be considered as an invalid value. So I checked earlier, and one of the column that had invalid values is age. So when we are checking for invalid values in text-based columns, we can use the filter drop down. So when we check for like gender, we can scroll down the list and you can see we have female and male, or product category or region, you use the filter drop down. But for a numeric based column, the ideal one is to use sorting. So for instance, when we click the filter drop down next to age column and we sort smallest to largest, we can see there's a customer whose age is -5. So we should ask ourselves, can we really have a customer who has the age of -5? So -5 here seems to be an invalid value. Same case, we can come back here to the filter drop down and sort largest to smallest, and we can see we have a customer whose age is 200, and when you scroll down we have a customer whose age is 150. So there are several methods we can use to fix the invalid values, and one of the most recommended method is to use the reference record. For instance, when you come here to the age column and click that filter drop down and check everything and just select -5, click OK, you can see one of the customer, who is Mary Jones, was allocated -5 as her age, and we can see she's a female from Nevada. So we can go back to the customer name column and click that filter drop down and uncheck everything and just select Mary Jones. And we can check if there is another Mary John whose age is valid but is a female and comes from Nevada. And when we check, we can see we have another Mary Jones who is female and comes from Nevada, and we can see the age is valid because it's 69. So we can use this 69 to replace the -5. The next method is to use a business rule. For instance, we can say let the minimum customer age be 15 and let the maximum customer age be 90. So when you come to the age column, when you click that filter drop down and check everything and just select invalid values, we can start with -5. You can highlight that column, then go press Ctrl H, and in the find what, we can find the -5 and replace it with the business rule. We said let the minimum customer age be 15, so we can replace with 15 and replace all. And you can do the same for 150. So here when we just select 150, we can find 150 and we can replace it with the maximum customer age, which is 90. And we can do the same for 200. The other method is to replace the invalid values with null. For instance, when we come back to the filter drop down and uncheck everything and just select one invalid value at a time, we can highlight that column, then press Ctrl H, and in the find what, we can find -5 and replace it with null and replace all. We can do the same for 150 and 200. So those are some of the methods that you can use to fix invalid values.